What's going on? Kid DC Wrestling back. Alright, man. So we are about a week out from SummerSlam. The card is, I want to say, pretty much finalized. I'm recording this Friday afternoon, so there'll probably be more matches that are announced on SmackDown, which we'll obviously get to them when we get to them. This is shaping up to be a very good show, man. Hopefully, truthfully speaking, this could probably be the best show that WWE puts out this year. This is also the first ever two-night SummerSlam in the history of SummerSlam. So this is going to be a very historic event for WWE. They're looking to go all out with this event. Like, this could be the best WWE show of the year. Top 5, top 3, who knows. Anywho, a lot of matches to go into. I ain't going to waste any time with it, man. We got very tag team match player that would make Teddy Long go crazy. All right, you got the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, his cousin Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso taking on Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Now, honestly, I think Roman and Jey are going to get the win here. This just screams them getting the win here. I mean, a win for Braun and them would do wonders for them, but ultimately I feel like it's one of those situations where they could lose and they won't necessarily be affected by it. So it'd be pretty shocking if Braun and them beats him, especially if Braun beats Roman. I mean, that could possibly lead to a one-on-one match down the road, Braun and Roman. I know that would be good to see, but as far as this tag match goes, I'm going with Roman and Jey picking up the W. You got Solo, you got Fatu in a steel cage for the United States Championship. Man, I would say Solo. Before I even clicked on this video, I was saying, like, yeah, I think Solo going to end up retaining that championship. I don't know how, but I think some way or another he ends up retaining that title. But I don't know, man. Something tells me that Fatu is going to end up winning the championship again. But I'm going to still go with Solo. I still think Solo will retain the title. Like I said, I don't know how the hell he's going to do it. I don't know if there ain't going to be another Bloodline member debuting. Not anytime soon. But I do see Solo possibly winning. He'll probably, escape the cage or go through the door. He doesn't have to pin Fatu to win the match. So I just don't see. Yeah, that's what I see happening. So you got Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. Was this 3? I want to say 3, 4. The 4th time they fought. But regardless, this match has a lot of implications. It is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and the caveat is if Lyra does not win, Lyra can no longer challenge for the championship. I think they said she can no longer challenge the title ever again. I think this is a no DQ match. I think they put it out there like that. I think Lyra's gonna win. I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. I do think Lyra will win the championship. I think, simply put, them putting the title on Becky and this whole thing was just to get Lyra over, which I have no problem with it. Y'all know I've sung Lyra's praises for ages now. She is definitely gonna be one of the top tier people, and a win for Becky Lynch at the second biggest show of the year, and what should be a damn good match. I think this will do wonders for Lyra. I mean, and this will just gonna help her a lot, and I think Becky's gonna be on her A game, because it's SummerSlam, everybody gonna be on their A game. So I do think Lyra will win. We got Alexa Bliss and Flair teaming up. They're going to be taking on Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez of the Judgment Day for the women's tag team titles. Now, I could say that Bliss and Charlotte could win here, given the little story that they've been playing here, and a little, tag team little run would be nice. But I don't know if it's just me, but just something tells me, I got that feeling in my spirit that Roxanne and Raquel are going to win. I don't know why I have that feeling in my spirit, so I can't really give you a legit reason. But simply put, I wouldn't mind Charlotte and Bliss winning, honestly, which is saying a lot because that's another title reign added to Charlotte, and we can go on and on about her and these damn title reigns, but Truthfully speaking, I just think the Judgment Day are going to retain. But this should be a good match. This might be a good match, to be honest with you. I do think Judgment Day are retaining though. AJ Styles and Dominic for the title Intercontinental Championship. I haven't really said this in the recaps, but the Dominic and AJ feud have low-key been one of the most underrated feuds going into SummerSlam. Probably one of the most better builds even heading into SummerSlam. It's been entertaining. It's hilarious. Like, the segments they've been having, like, even this past segment on Raw, like, AJ and Dominic have been putting in their A game. Like I said earlier with Becky and them on really making this feud work. And they've been doing a good job. And I hopefully believe that this match at SummerSlam delivers. I think AJ Styles will win back the Intercontinental Championship. Just screams AJ winning for me, to be honest with you. I don't really see Dominic beating AJ unless Judgment Day gets involved. And but it should be a good match. And yeah, really good feud, really good build up. All right, Randy Orton, Jelly Roll, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre. Now, I've already told y'all how I feel about celebrities in wrestling. I've already mentioned that before. But I got nothing but respect for Jelly Roll, truthfully. You can tell it how he's been in the shows and in the training that he's actually putting in the work. And I got to give credit to people that are not in the business, that come into the business, celebrities that actually want to do this, because some celebrities want to just show up for a effing paycheck. Obviously, I'm not going to name any names, but some of y'all know who I'm talking about. So, again, I know a lot of people are not liking this feud. A lot of people think this is a downgrade for someone like Drew McIntyre, who was involved in one of the biggest marquee matches last year at SummerSlam with CM Punk, Randy Orton. But it is what it is at the end of the day. It's wrestling. You got to work with what you work with, and that's what makes these superstars so good, man. They're able to take stuff that may look bad on paper, and they're able to make it good. So, yeah, I think Orton and Jelly Roll are winning. There's no effing way Paul and Drew are winning. That's for damn sure. Jelly Roll is definitely going to get the pin, but like I said, man, respect for Jelly Roll for actually putting in the work and actually willing to do this. And you could tell, like, he is passionate about this shit. Like, he even said it himself, like, oh, yeah, like, I really wanted to do this. So, shout out to him for, he lost, 100 pounds just to do this. So, like, and then obviously losing 100 pounds in general. But I don't want to make this video too long than it already is. But, yeah, I just had to say that. Randy and Jelly Roll. CM Punk and Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Definitely one of the biggest marquee matches heading into SummerSlam. Man, this is a big feud, big feud, big matchup, big match feel. It'll probably main event SummerSlam night 1, if I'm being honest with you. But and it's honestly, I could easily say, oh yeah, this guy gonna win, but who's to say Gunther doesn't retain the World Heavyweight Championship? I know everybody's pretty much saying CM Punk is going to win, which I'm going to go ahead and say it. I do think CM Punk will win. Very good match, very hard. I do think CM Punk will beat Gunther, but it wouldn't surprise me if Gunther does end up beating CM Punk. And if Gunther, if he beats CM Punk, I mean, what does that do for Gunther? It does a lot. Not only did he, win back the World Heavyweight title, he retired Goldberg, and now he beat CM Punk, the best in the world. But at the same time, in CM Punk's case, it's like, well, dang, if he doesn't beat Gunther now and doesn't win the World Heavyweight Championship, is CM Punk ever going to win a world title in this second run? Is he going to be like Shawn Michaels, where he just wins maybe one world title and then he just doesn't win another one for the rest of his career? Which I know that's probably a sake for a different video, but anywho, prediction-wise, match-wise, I do think that CM Punk will win the World Heavyweight Championship. I do think CM Punk will beat Gunther, and yeah, it'll be curious to see where Gunther goes from there, because obviously Gunther his whole career has revolved around a championship, and I think Gunther could possibly show even more how good he is, and it would add more to Gunther, I think, to see him feud and do all that other stuff without a world title. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Punk. All right, so Rhea, Naomi, Io. Not really a lot to say about this. I do think this match will be really good. I'm going to go with Naomi. I think Naomi is winning. No way. She just won the title at Evolution. There's no way they're going to have her drop the title immediately. That would be ridiculous. So right off the bat, I'm going with Naomi. But this is going to be a damn good match, I think, for SummerSlam. Tiffany and Jay, surprisingly, not a lot to say about this match either, except the fact that, my original thought process was with Naomi still having to cash in and Jade winning the title, and Naomi either cashing in before she wins the title or after she wins the title. Either way, Jade is winning at SummerSlam. I think all roads are leading to this being her first title win against Tiffany. So yeah, Tiffany, I think her days as women's champion are over. I just don't see her overcoming Jade. I just don't see her overcoming the powerness and the strongness of Jade. And yeah, there's really not more I can really say about that. I think Jade's winning. All right, man. Cena, Cody Rhodes. I know I'm a little long in this video, so I'm going to try to keep this prediction one a little short as I can possibly be. But obviously, everybody talking about the turn. Everybody talking about the cash. And there's so many things that's going on, like with SummerSlam. Everybody talking about Seth Rollins and his injury. Possibly being a work. Like, this whole thing is a ruse, and Seth Rollins is just waiting for SummerSlam to cash in, or it's probably a minor injury, and they're just saving him for SummerSlam. Like, people are saying he could cash in on the WWE title. Like, people were saying Cody Rhodes wins the championship, which I'm going to go ahead and say it. I do think that Cody Rhodes will win. I do think that Cody Rhodes will beat John Cena. There's no way Cena's winning this. But again, bringing up the possibility that Rollins could cash in, or even a Cody Rhodes heel turn. Now, I made a whole video about this. I don't think Cody Rhodes is turning heel at SummerSlam. Not saying he is. Not saying he could, because there is that possibility that he could, but I just don't see it happening. Either way, I do think, regardless if we get a Cody Rhodes winning the title through a heel turn, or being the same old Cody that we all know and love, or Seth Rollins cashes in, I do think either way we will get a new WWE champion coming out of SummerSlam. There's just no way I see Cena ending his retirement tour still WWE champ. There's just no way in hell. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for SummerSlam. Like I said, I think SummerSlam going to be a good show. And let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Who y'all think gonna win? Who y'all think gonna lose? What y'all think could happen? Possible endings, outcomes, all that crazy shit. Y'all already know what this is, man. Kid DC Wrestling.